With this one product image that you're seeing on screen, this AI system was able to generate these ready-to-use marketing assets within 5 minutes of the product launch. All of it generated by AI from start to end. It decides which text it's going to use, where it's going to place the product, what are going to be the side props, and you don't even have to prompt it every single time. You just have to fill out this one form with the product name, the product tagline, the image, the category, and the benefit. That's it. You hit send, and then this automation is going to do the rest of the job for you. You just have to set this automation up once. You just have to write the prompts once. And then for the rest of your lives, you fill out this form and get ready to use marketing assets. So whether you want to set it up for your own business or resell it to other businesses, this video is the right one for you. By the end of this video, you will have the system up and running. So hello everybody, my name is Yashika Jain. I'm the founder of Automate.ai. Automate.ai is my AI automation agency wherein we create these cool AI systems for businesses that save them a ton of time and a ton of money. So if you're interested, head over to my website and book a call with us. So now that you know me, let's get started with this amazing build. So before we get started, let us see what are the different tools that we would require to create this system. So in order to design this automation, we are going to use this no-code platform that is called N8N. So if you already have an account with them, then great. If not, then in the description of this video, you're going to find the link to the platform. Go ahead, click on it and create an account with them. And then the second thing that we would require is going to be an OpenAI's API account. This image generation thing has been just possible because of the new GPT-image-api that has been rolled out by OpenAI, which is just so good with texts and then the images in itself, and I can't praise it enough. So head over to openai.com and then go to API platform, then click on Start Building. After that, it's going to ask you to either create an account or log in. So do that. And once you're here, go to settings, then go to API keys and then click on create new secret key to generate your API key. Give it any name and then click on create. It's going to give you a token. Just save it somewhere because we will need it later in the video. After that, come back to general and then here it's going to ask you to verify your OpenAI account. Do whatever they're asking you to do. So they're going to ask you to upload your ID, then there would be a facial recognition test. And then once that is done, it's going to show you organization verified. That means that you're all set to use this API. Without this, you won't be able to use the GPT-image-api as of today. And then another thing would be to add credit balance to your account. So go to billings and then click on add to credit balance and then add a few dollars so that you're able to build and test this automation. And that's it. That's all that you need to create this automation. So come back to N8N and click on this orange button that says create workflow. Now it's your call how you would like to start this automation or how you would like to trigger it. For instance, for a Shopify owner, they could just go and search Shopify here and then select on product created. This one. Now this means that as soon as you add a new product on your Shopify store, it is going to start generating the marketing assets for you. Now, I know that most of the audience wouldn't be using a Shopify account anyways. So to be general, we're just going to use a form so that a person could fill out the form with the product image and that would trigger the automation. So click on this plus icon and then select on form submission, that is this option. After that, give your form a title. I'm just going to copy paste it from here to save your and my time and then give it a form description. Okay, now you have to put the questions you want to ask on your form one by one. So obviously the first question is going to be what's the product's name? Okay, then you can put it as a required field. Then you can click on this one to add another question. The next question could be what is the product tagline? Okay, again, you can turn it on. After that, we're going to ask them to upload the product image. So let's add that. But this time, the element type is going to be file because you want them to upload something here. Okay. And then for the accepted file types, since these are images, you can put .png, .jpg, and any other image format that you deal with. And again, it's a required field, and you can turn off multiple files because we just need one product image. And then it's completely up to you if you want to ask the product category or not, but I'm just going to put it here. Okay. And then the last question is to get to know the benefit of the product. So this helps in writing the texts for the post. So yeah, you can do that. And that's it. Your form is ready. So if you want to test it, you can just click on test tab. It's going to open up the form for you. And as you can see, here we have the form. Okay, so let's quickly fill out this form. Okay, so I've filled them out. Now let me upload the product image. Okay, we're all set. Now I'm going to click on submit, and then let's go back here to see if it has picked it up. It says the form is submitted, and there you go. We've got the output right here. Now, if you want to rename the automation, you can rename it here. So you could say automated marketing assets generator. Now, if you might have paid attention to these images, you might have noticed that all 5 images are different, but still they seem to be very integrated. Now, that means that it is clear that all 5 are coming from one design team. If you have a look at the fonts, if you have a look at the color selection and all of that, then it seems that the person who had generated these 5, or the AI that had generated these 5, knows what the brand is, what their brand style is, which fonts they use, which colors they use, and all of this information. And that is exactly what makes this automation stand out, because throughout the automation, we have made it very clear that this is the brand style, this is the font, this is the color that you have to use. So let's go ahead and set that up for this automation as well. So you're going to click on plus, and then you're going to search for set, and then you will find this one that says edit fields, and then in brackets it says set. So click on that, and then here just select JSON, remove the JSON that you're seeing here, and then paste this. Also, let me bring it to your notice that any text that I use throughout this video, may be a prompt, may be some code or anything, it would all be available for you to copy paste. Just look for it in the description below. It would be free to access. Okay, so let me show you what this is. So we have put the brand name, the brand tone, the color theme, the background style, the lighting style, the product placement that the company prefers, the typography style, and the composition guidelines. And the reason why we have it as JSON is so that while we're instructing the AI, we can use them as different variables and we can map it in the prompt. So go ahead and copy it from the description and change it as per your own brand. After that, you're going to click on test tab. And as you can see, we have got them as different variables that we can map throughout the automation. This is a step that most of the automations lack, and that is why every single image that the automation is generating just seems like that it's coming from different places, it's coming from different teams or different people, right? This is very, very important to have in order to maintain the integration of the brand. Once that's done, save the automation or else you're going to lose your work. Okay, the next thing is you have to decide where do you want to get the outputs. So in this case, we had created a Google Drive folder, basically, that is AI Asset Generator. And then each time this automation would run, it's going to create a subfolder in this folder, and it's going to store all the generations in this folder. So let's go ahead and add another module. We'll select Google Drive. And then, as I said, every time the automation runs, it's going to create a new subfolder because we have more than one images, right? So for that, you're going to select Create a Folder. It's then going to ask you to connect your Google Drive account. Do that. After that, just put a folder name. Now, what I was thinking is, let's keep the folder name as the product name so that we know that, okay, the assets for this product is in this folder. Okay, so for that, you can just drag this right here. So whatever you put in that particular form as the product name would be the name of the folder. And then for the parent folder, just select by ID and then put the ID of this parent folder, which you're going to find in the URL. So go ahead and paste it here. After that, just click on test step to make sure things are working. And let me just refresh this. Okay, so we have them. Let's see. Yeah, this is the blank one and this is the one we had earlier. Let me just rename this. So let me say version 1. Okay, and then This is the new one. Okay. And now comes the most interesting part. So if we again go back to the images that were generated, so as you can see, each image firstly has a different background, right? Then each image has a different text, right? Okay. And then each image has a different placement of the product. So basically here it's placed on a cloth or something. Then here it's directly placed on a mirror. And then here it's on a marble thing, right? So that's there. And the next thing is that each image has a prop, right? This one has this, and then this one has this, and then so on and so forth. And then obviously the product placement, the lighting, and all of that also differs. Now, where is all of this intelligence coming from? That you put this flower, and then you put this here, and then you put that here, and then this is the text you have to put. That is coming from this AI agent module, artificial intelligence. This particular module goes ahead and decides that which background is going to be there, what is the surface type, what is the accent prompt, what is the lighting, what is the camera angle. And it does not do that only for one image. It does it for all the 5. So that means that if your first image has a flower here, then probably the second image would not repeat that. And then everything that this particular AI agent generates would go directly into the image generation prompt. So the actual image generator AI is not thinking that do I put flowers or do I put this text or this or that. It's not thinking that. The AI agent module is thinking that, and then we take that output and then we give it in the image prompt saying that use these flowers, use this background, use this text, use this font, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and set it up. So you click on this plus icon, then go to Advanced AI and then select AI Agent. Here you'll have to select the second option because we want to put a prompt. So this is the user message where we put the variable stuff, but we would want to first add a system message. So click on this, and this gives you a place to add a system message. Now, as you might have guessed, we already have the prompt ready so that it saves your time as well as mine. I'm just going to copy this prompt here and then I will explain it to you. You can copy it from the resources. So, you are a luxury product photographer and stylist. Your task is to suggest creative visual styling elements for 5 product launch assets, each for a different channel. This product is from a premium skincare brand with a clean, minimal, elegant tone, but it's okay to be bold and attention-grabbing where suitable. So basically, in the first paragraph, you tell it who you are, who you work for, what you are ought to do. Then we will give it instructions. So each asset means the image. So each asset must feel part of the same brand campaign. It must use varied styling, not repetitive, be visually differentiated based on its platform and purpose. Now, I did not mention it, but each of these posts are for different platforms. So this is a testimonial post that you post on maybe your Instagram telling how your customers are loving the product. Then this one is an ad creative for running ads. This is a website banner to put on your hero page. Then this is for the Instagram story. And this is for the Instagram post. And again, if you pay attention, their ratios are different. So if it's an Instagram post, it's square. But if it's a story, it's more rectangle, right? So let's come back here. Then we have asked it to return a JSON object with the following structure. Now, why did we ask it to return a JSON object? That is because we want them to be variables like these so that we can directly put it in the prompt. We can drag and drop it in the actual prompt. Okay? And then we're asking it to give us a background tone, surface type, accent prompt, lighting, camera angle, and overlay text for all the 5 assets. If you want, you can give it a read, and then we're giving it more instructions. And then finally, we're also telling it that these are the 5 assets that we are going to generate so that you know that, let's say it's a website banner. So it's obviously going to be more spacious. The text is going to be different as compared to an Instagram story, right? So we're giving it back context here. And then this one is going to generate what the image is going to consist of. It's not going to generate the image as of yet. And then in the prompt, that is the user message, let's just give the variable information. So that is going to be the product name, the tagline, the brand, the tone, the category, and the benefit. So again, you can copy paste it from the description, but in case you're not able to, let me just show you how you can get these green fields. So let's say you want to get benefit. So you scroll down here, you look for benefit, you drag and drop it right here. Okay. After that, turn this on, the one that says specific output format, because we want a JSON. And then for the chat model, click on this and let me move myself here. Go ahead and select OpenAI. It's your call, whichever you want to select, but I'm just going to go with OpenAI. So remember, I had told you to save your API keys somewhere. So now is the time to use it. So if you don't have a connection yet, go to create new credentials, put your API key, and then save it. For the model, you can select GPT-4o. Next up, we also have to set up the output parser. So click on this last plus icon and then select structured output parser. And just keep it to the first option, that's fine. And here we have to give it an example of the JSON that we are expecting from it. And here's the JSON. Again, just copy paste it from the resources. So for each asset, we would want all of these 5 to 6 different fields, okay? And this also acts as an example, right? So once this is done, you can save it. And then let's just go ahead and test it. Okay, so the output is here. Let's see. So for Instagram post, the background is going to be soft pearl white with a hint of blush. And then this is the surface type. This is the prop. This is the lighting. This is the angle. And this is the text. Okay, that's fine. Then let's see for Instagram story. The background tone is gentle almond tan. Okay, that's unique. I like it. And then the prop is golden ribbon. Okay. Okay, let's see. Website banner. So ivory with a touch of dove gray. Nice. Okay, then this is the text. Okay. And so on and so forth. So yeah, this was successful. And now that we have it, we are all set to start generating the images. So before the image generation, we'll just have to put a small piece of code because since we will be passing on the image of the product, it must be in a module previous to this one and it can't be coming from this module. Okay, so it can only reference to the images that are coming from the previous module. So for that, we'll just have to quickly set up this code module. So select code and then the language is JavaScript and let me paste the code. Okay, so this is the code. You'll get it for free in the description. And then just click on test step. Okay, and it works. Okay. In case it does not work for you, just try and change this one. So if you scroll down here, you will be able to see this name, right? That is upload product image. So that is the one that works for me. If it's something else for you, then you will have to change it with that name. Okay. And then it works. As I said, this is just to get the image from the first module to this module because this is the way the API calls work in NHN. After that, it's simple. We just want a router or you can say a switch module to have 5 different branches. Like if I show you in the previous automation, we want 5 branches like this. Okay, so there we go. Now it's asking us to put criteria, so they're going to be pretty simple. So go to schema here, then you can just go one by one. So first select the first asset type and say when asset type is equal to Instagram post. If it's equal to Instagram post, it's going to go in the first branch. Okay, and then we're going to add one more, then scroll down, then put this one, and say when this is equal to Instagram story. Okay, and similarly, you scroll down, you say when this is equal to website banner. Now, to be honest, this was not really required, but this is how the switch module works like, and we just have to put the criterias. Okay, so after you have set up all of these 5 different branches, just click on add option and select send data to all matching outputs. Okay, and then just turn this on. That's it. Now you can click on test step and then you will see that one item is shared to each and every branch of yours. And if you come out, you will be able to see that 5 different branches have been created. After that, don't forget to save the automation. Now we are going to actually generate the image. Now, OpenAI does have this module that says generate an image, but as of today, there is no model named GPT-image-api in this module, and that's why we will have to go with an HTTP request. So if I show you here, the models are just DALL-E 2 and DALL-E 3, right? And that's not something we want. We want the GPT-image-api model. So let's go with HTTP request. Okay, so the method is going to be post. Then the URL is going to be this one. So it's the edits API by OpenAI. You can copy the URL from the description. Then the headers are going to be authorization. And then here you have to put your API key. So remember we had generated the API key in the beginning. Just replace this with your API key, okay? And then we have to send the body. So the first one is going to be the model, obviously. Just select the body content type as form data, okay? And then you put the model name, the name that is model, and then the value, which is going to be GPT image 1. Then you again add a parameter, give it a name. The name is going to be prompt, okay? And then the value is going to be the prompt. So let's just copy it and paste. It's a huge prompt. I will explain it to you. And then let's see if we have something else. Yes, we do. So the output format, click on add parameter, put output format, and then put it as PNG. Okay, I think we have one more. Yes, we do. So it's called it's basically passing in the file. Okay, got it. So let's go back here. Instead of form data, just select any10 binary file. The name is going to be image, and then the input data field name is also going to be the image. And that's it. The API setup is done. You can copy all of it. Don't worry about that. And then let's just go through the prompt. So let me click on this. Now, if you're not seeing these as green, then that means that the mapping is off in your prompt. So what you would have to do is you would have to manually drag and drop the variables from the inputs pane. Now remember, since it's the Instagram post, you're going to drag and drop the background and everything only from the first one, that is this one. You won't take the background of this one because that is for the story. We don't have to take that. We'll just go with the Instagram post stuff. That is this. Now, if you copy paste it from the description, you should not face those issues of these variables. But in case you are, just, drag and drop it like this. Okay, I'm just going to remove it. So let's go through the prompt. So instead of looking here, I would recommend looking here, because here you can see variables only, but here you can actually see the, mapped items. So let me just put it here and let's go through. So create a square photorealistic Instagram post visual for the skincare product Hydra Serum from Lumicera. This is the hero asset in the product launch. It should feel bold, polished, and visually iconic. The composition must be clean, centered, and brand first, setting the tone for the entire campaign. The product image is provided. Do not alter it. Integrate it into a stylized visual scene. Now, use a soft pearl white with a hint of blush background. Now, where is this coming from? This is coming from the AI agent. So every time it gives you a new background, it's going to autofill it here. Okay? And that reflects natural elegance, blah, blah, blah. Place the product on a dash. Now, this dash again comes from the AI agent. In this case, it's marble slab. Okay, I think this line is extra here. We'll just cut it off. So we'll just remove this. Okay, yep. So place the product on a marble slab. That's fine. Let's introduce a prop like a elegant pink pony to enrich the visual story. This is fine. Ensure props enhance, not clutter. Apply this lighting to add the dimension. Okay. And then if you see here, then this paragraph is basically the brand style paragraph that we had set in the very beginning. So here we are telling it the tone, the color palette, everything that we had set up in the beginning. We're just mapping it here. Okay, so we have told it all of that, and then we have told it that the text should be legible, it must be seen, this post should be clean, emotionally resonant, product visual, worthy of a high-end Instagram or print campaign. Now, remember when we were kids, we used to do fill in the blanks? This is exactly that. You just have a piece of prompt ready, but there are blanks that are filled out by one, the AI agent, and two, the brand stuff that you had set in the very beginning, right? So, all of these green things that you see here are fill in the blanks. So, all of this stuff that we had said comes in this paragraph. I think it's still here. Yeah, from here. Yeah, this is the brand's identity paragraph that comes from here. And then this paragraph comes from the AI agent's output. Okay. And the rest of the things are kind of the same. So that's it. Once you have put in the prompt and everything looks green on this end, you're going to click on test step. Now, this module is going to take time. It's going to take a couple of minutes to create the image, and you just have to be patient while it's doing its job. Okay, now in the meantime, let me tell you that I know not everybody is doing this for a skincare product. Maybe you want to sell jewelry or something else. You want to create images for that. So in that case, all you have to focus on while writing the prompt is that you have to have fill in the blanks as much as possible, which are filled in by the AI agent. Now you have to decide on what all fields you want to get from the AI agent and what all fields you want to set up in the very beginning. And then revolving around those fields, you have to set up the prompt. So if you read any line, let's say this line, so apply dash to add dimension and capture the image from a dash. So that is what you have to focus on while writing this image prompt. And if you're still facing issues, you can tell ChatGPT that these are the fields that I would want to incorporate in my prompt. This is my product. I'm generating an Instagram post. Please write a prompt for me. And if it is still not doing the job, you can pass in this prompt, the prompt that I have written, and you can tell it that take this as an example. Don't use it completely, but take this as an example to generate a prompt for your product, and it's going to work. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is generated. Now, GPT-image-api as of now is giving binary data that one needs to convert into a file. So you can't directly see how the image is looking right now. You first have to convert it. So for that, you will click on this plus icon. You will search for convert, and then you will click on convert to file. And then you will select this one that says move base64 string to file. And then here it's asking where is the binary data actually stored. Now it is stored in this one. So you're just going to put this right here. Now make sure it is fixed and not expression. Because if you do expression, it's going to take the data itself. We don't want that. We just want to give it the name of the field. Okay. And then this looks good. You can click on test step, and then it's going to convert the binary file into an actual file. And there you go. Then you can click on view, and here is the image. So if you see, embrace the pure essence of luxury. Here's the product, here's the prop, it's placed on a marble, and then here's the background. Okay, and now what's the last job? The last job is to upload this to Google Drive. So again, click on the plus icon, go to Google Drive, select it, and then select upload file. So the input data field name is going to be data, as you can see here. And then the file name, you can put the file name as Instagram post, because for the first branch, every image is going to be an Instagram post. So you can put it as this. And then for the parent folder, you can select by ID first. And then the ID comes from the module that we had set up, this one. And you're just going to copy the ID, just drag and drop it here. And that's it. If you click on test step, it should upload it to the Google Drive. Okay, so it has been uploaded. Let's go back and see. So this one. And we have the Instagram post. Let me open it. And there you go. Now, you know what? These are the same modules that are going to be there for each and every branch. So what you can do is you can hit command on your keyboard. Just select all three of them. And then click on command C and then do command V. And then you will have all three here. You can just put it like this. And then let's set them up. So go to this one. And then the only thing you have to change is going to be the prompt. So let me add the new prompt. So this is the new prompt. So this is for the Instagram story. Again, you can copy it from the resources. And if these are green, great. If these are not green, then please manually put it, drag it. Now this time you won't drag the background of this one. Instead, you would drag the background of this one, that is Instagram story. Okay, if you want, you can give it a read. And if you want, you can rename the module so that you know that, okay, this one's for Instagram story. And then you can test it. So, and then for the second one, it's going to be the same. And then for this one as well, it's going to be the same. You're not seeing green because we have not tested the previous modules. But once you test everything, it's going to show you green, the green variable basically. Then you again have to press command, you copy it and do it for all the 5 branches. And all you have to do is change the prompt. It's all there in the resources. So let me quickly do it for you. And then we're going to test the automation once to make sure everything is running fine. Okay, so I've pasted the prompt for the website banner. This is how the prompt looks like. Kind of the same like the previous ones. And let me just rename the node to website banner. Okay, and then let's do the same thing. Okay, now this is the prompt for the next one, that is the ad creative. Okay, and let's do the next one now. Okay, so I've done all the 5. If it's looking messy on your side, just click on this tidy up button and it's going to look better. Then click on save. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my actual API keys in these HTTP request modules, and then let's run it and see how the new results look like. Okay, so we're all set. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Google Drive and I'm going to delete this folder that we had created for testing purposes. And this one is renamed as V1, so it's fine. We can keep that. And then for the form submission, just copy the production URL. Just copy it for yourself and turn on the automation. Open the form in a new tab and let's fill the form again. Okay, so I've filled out the form. Let's click on submit. So the form is submitted. Now let's go back here. Let's go to executions. As you can see, it is running. Now it's going to take time because obviously we are generating 5 different images. It might take about 5 minutes as of what I've seen. So if I go to my previous automation that I had set up, and if I go to executions, then as you can see, it took 5 minutes in this one and then 5.3 here. So it's going to kind of take 5 minutes. So I'm going to take a break, and then once this is done, I will show you the results. Okay, so the execution is completed. It took about 4 minutes and 54 seconds. So that means that once your product is launched, within 5 minutes, you will get your marketing assets ready. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and see. So these were the previous ones. We come back, and I suppose this is the new folder. Okay, here we have the images. Okay, I think one thing is that we did not change the file name for the 5 branches. That's why it says Instagram post for everyone. But let's see. I'm just going to move my camera here so that you can see it nicely. Loved my many, a boost of confidence. Oh my god, I love it. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Amazing. Illuminate your beauty. Okay, I like this diamond thing here. Very nice, very nice. Oh, elevate your skincare ritual. Nice. And then glow from within. Oh my god, I love this thing, this one. Can anybody tell that this has been generated by AI? I mean, someone who does not do this every single day cannot, but, oh, experience radiant luminosity. Do you see this effect, the glass effect, and then on top of it, there's the product, and then there's this ribbon with the perfect curves and everything? I can't believe it. Okay, so the last thing that we are going to fix is that we are going to make sure that these are renamed correctly. So let's go back to the editor. Let's just go to these one by one. So the second one is going to be Instagram story. Yep. Okay, and then this one is website banner. Okay. And then this one is going to be, this was the ad creative. Let me put ad creative. And this was the testimonial. Okay, so the next time you're going to generate it, it's going to be renamed correctly. In the comments below, please tell me which one of these was your most favorite one. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I personally love all of them, but the one I love the most is this one, then I love this one, and then this one. Okay? These are also good, but these are my most favorite ones. Now, I generated 5 marketing assets. If you want, you can generate 30 Instagram posts. If you want, you can generate, like, let's say if you're a B2B business, you could generate 10 LinkedIn cover posts, right? So images are performing really well on LinkedIn these days, and having these would obviously do the job. Now, obviously, since you don't have a product, you can skip uploading the product image, but you can still prompt it to generate the type of images that you're looking for. Let me know if you want a video on that one. And then if you want to take this automation a step ahead, you can also get it to write the Instagram post captions for you. You can get it to write the LinkedIn post caption for you, right? There is a lot you could do with this automation. So I hope that whatever time that you had spent with me throughout this process was worth it and it got the results that you were looking for. If you did, then please don't forget to comment, because I am personally very, very surprised as to how this GPT image API has transformed this graphic designing industry. And I can't wait to design more and more amazing use cases that use the GPT image API. I will repeat again that all the text material that I have used throughout this video would be available for free. So just look for it in the description below. And all I need from you is a like to the video if you really liked it, and a subscribe to the channel if you want to continue seeing builds like these in the future. If anyone is interested in working with us, if you're looking for similar solutions or other AI systems for your business, then again, go to my website, book a call, and we would be more than happy to work with you. Feel free to experiment with the prompts. Feel free to maybe change the industry in itself. Maybe you're not going for beauty products. Let's say you're going for shoes or something else. Try experimenting. And I will meet you in the next one. If there's something specific you want to learn in the next video, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you later on. Till then, bye.